to 5 minutes from the end. How happy are you with that result tonight and the performance?
Well, at half time, I thought it was one of the best performances I've seen from one of my sides against a very strong professional championship team, really. I thought we played some great football. We had some good chances, scored a good goal. Supporters played their part. And I said at half time, I'll be nitpicking if I pick something out that didn't go very well, because I thought it went very well. But second half, we just lost our momentum. There was some good occasions, there was some good bits of combination play, but not flowing like it was in the first half. And we've got to make sure that we demoralise teams if we can. We did in the first half, but we let them back in it because they had a little bit of play as well. So really, we just got to learn how to win a game. The lads are upset, so I know they're winners, and I know they've got that will to win. That's why they're a bit disappointed, and we just drawn with a decent team and played some good football. But there's a little trait that we've got to keep the momentum up, and that momentum has got to be like in the first half, but the second half it wasn't quite there. That momentum wasn't quite there, so we was all a bit disappointed with that. But I'm sure the supporters will understand. You know, we've still got a couple of weeks to go, and there was some good play. I shouldn't be mentioning too many negatives, and hopefully, it'd be great if we get 10,000 here at the first home game of the season in the conference. The boys will fly because of the atmosphere, and that'll help them get through it. So, can we get 10,000 in the ground or not?
No, you can't.
Well, we'll have to have a few outside watching the screen.
And Bobby Dale took his goal well, having had a similar chance a couple of minutes earlier.
Yeah, he did. He did well, actually. He looked a threat. We looked a constant threat in the first half. I thought that the whole team was spot on, right up for it, and that was quality. I was very excited, and I was very proud of putting that group and that type of game together after 29 days of work. So you got football brains in our team, because they can all spot a pass, they can all affect the game, and we'll need this week or so, these next couple of weeks, but I'll have them spot on by the time we go away at Lincoln.
And Amari presumably will be back 100% then, and James Rowe as well?
Yeah, well, we keep trying to improve the squad where we can, and as we keep saying, we keep trying to cut the squad where we can, but that's obviously politics go into that as well, and people may or may not want to go sometimes somewhere, but we've talked about that. So all I can do is keep building a bench. Some of them have come out well, and some are not ready yet, and that's what we know. But we'll keep going, because we've certainly got 14 or 15 now, and that's close.
And Daniel Parslow signed his contract before the game. How big a boost is that, and how important is that going forwards?
I think it's a big boost, because I think his experience and Downs' experience. They was up against 3 championship players there, with Noon and Lafondra and the other lad, can't think of his name now, but they've all played in that championship, and I felt we coped with them very, very well. The 2 fullbacks, the 2 centre halves, I thought looked very, very strong, and I was pleased with that.
And it's important as well that Parslow's not just come into the team new tonight, he's been here for the whole pre-season.
Yeah, no, that's very, very good, and they're all getting to know each other, of course. They know each other's games. There is a nice little bit of momentum about them, the way they know where each other are, and that nobody gets caught out in the wrong position too many times. Sometimes the opposition are going to have a few passes, and these get upset if the opposition have 2 or 3 passes, which is good, which is what I want, because we close down very well. At the moment, they're putting so much effort into the first 75 minutes. But that's where they are, and they will be doing it for 90 minutes by the time the season starts. JJ
Hooper on trial on the bench tonight. Have you got any room to bring in somebody if you decide you like him?
Well, no, it's another question really. He's been up in Scotland. Poor lad drove 8 hours. He's been driving from 11 o'clock this morning, and I sort of pushed him into going on the bench. Me and my brother have seen him quite a few times, my brother especially, and we know he's got qualities. And all of a sudden, there was a situation that he has come up, that he's available, and he's one that we've chased at every club we've been at, but has not been able to come for one reason or another. And all of a sudden, he landed on our lap, albeit 8 hours, after a drive. And he looked like he'd been driving 8 hours when he took 10 minutes to get the ball ready to shoot. But he's a quality player, and so we'll see. I mean, listen, you lot have got to go if we bring him in. Do you know what I mean? Because we couldn't afford to have you lot at the ground, at the club. Wages you lot are on.
Thanks, Gary.